Testing, testing. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning note. It is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Wednesday, December 15th. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for joining me for today's morning note. We do this every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, click on the little white logo, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, please, and comment any of your questions. Make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm for our channel. Again, appreciate all the support. Let's go ahead and talk about the market, shall we? Dow futures down about 36 points. NASDAQ futures down about 28. S&P futures kind of flattish, down 2.5. The Russell 2000 futures are up. US 10-year is up 1.445% on the 10-year yield. US dollar right now is down about 0.11% at 96.46. The VIX 2209 up about 0.91%. Crude oil futures down about 0.85% at 70.13 a barrel. Gold futures are flat. Silver futures down about 3 cents at 21.89, 0.16%. The euro dollar 112.74 up 17 pips, 113.86. The dollar yen up 10 pips for my Forex people. Looking at crypto today, obviously if you were looking at your crypto yesterday, you saw the glitch in the market. I guess you were a trillionaire for just 10 minutes and it felt great. Ethereum is down about 0.56% on the future side, 3809, and 47,625 for Bitcoin futures, down about 0.55%. Let's go ahead and take a look at the spot price on Bitcoin, then we'll take a look at some pre-market movers and then answer some of your questions. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, they're all green the last 24 hours. Solana up about 3.58%. Cardano down about 0.23. Dogecoin is down 11.2% the last 24 hours. Avalanche up 11.05. Never even heard of that name. So again, kind of a mixed bag when it comes to crypto. All right, let's take a look at some pre-market movers here. Okay, let's see it. Apple is up about 0.09% on high volume. Lucid is down about 1.39% pre-market. Looking at the Dow today, Microsoft down about another 0.16%. Boeing up 0.13%. Home Depot is down 1.83%. Verizon green, Walt Disney green. JP Morgan up 0.5%. Let's see here. Nvidia down 0.20%. Tesla down 0.47%. Lowe's, the store, the improvement store, is down 2.74% this morning. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Some headlines here. We had our retail sales number, advanced retail sales, month over month was up 0.3% versus 0.08%, so that's a miss. Retail sales excluding autos, month over month, 0.3% versus 0.9% estimate. Manufacturing index for the month of December, 31.9 versus 25, so that's a beat. But again, retail sales were lower than expected. We do have the FOMC today. Here's some stats from B of A. This is the Fed closes the last Fed days that we had. So again, every time we've had a Fed day since last year, we've had closed green. Fingers crossed, right? I mean, it might be 3 days in a row. Yesterday I thought we were going to get a green day. Looks like, who knows what we're going to get today. That's really one of those things, because now the data is showing the PPI was really, really bad yesterday. I mean, looking at me that I'm pretty much an optimist, pretty bullish, I really can't defend that PPI number. It was really bad. And then the retail sales number today, the only thing with the retail sales number today is that may slow down the Fed from increasing rates. That might be that buffer where they say, okay, see, the consumer is not all in, so we have to go ahead and keep rates as is. That could be the sentiment, even though the report was just reported today. So the real main thing about the Fed today is you're looking for when are they planning to raise rates. We know they're going to raise rates in 2022. I mean, that's a given. The tapering has already been priced in. The question is, when will they raise it? Anything in the first half of 2022, if they say they're going to raise once in March and May or something like that, that's not a great sign for the bulls. If they said we're going to look a little more, we're going to wait a little bit, be patient, and probably see in the second half of 2022, if they say they're only going to do it once, then we can breathe a sigh of relief. That's kind of what I'm watching. So again, that's today at 2:30 from Fed Chair Powell, 2 p.m. is the report. Don't expect a rate increase today. That's very unlikely. You're not going to get a rate increase today. If it was, it'd be a rate shock, and I don't think that'll happen this year. Next year we'll get a rate hike for sure. All right, good morning. Hi, man. Please look for calls on SPY. All right, let's take a look on SPY. Right now on SPY, really what you need to get to is right around 467. 467 is the 100-day moving average. If you wanted to play that, maybe 465 to get started, which is the 200-day moving average. And right around 460 is your support. So you're right in between everything. Pretty tough. Good morning. What does technical say about SE? Looks oversold, expecting a bounce. Let's take a look at SE. Again, all the growthy names took all the hits, all the high beta names. Your support is right here. You see this kind of like a double bottom right here, right around 205, 203. That seems to be that support level there. So we may be getting a bounce around that level. Saibu. Morning, man. PayPal thoughts. Good morning, Chris. Let's take a look. All right. Oh, sorry. I thought I had that. PayPal. Looking at PayPal this morning, again, breaking down again, another growthy name. I have a level of 153.16 to go ahead and buy some more. I think PayPal is an amazing company. Again, they're just taking a hit. I remember when they looked to buy Pinterest, that didn't go through, and then they just kind of took a hit all the way. All the fintech names, Square, PayPal, they all took hits. So I think PayPal is a great company. I think they'll bounce back, but right around 153.16 seems to be that level. Good morning, Carlos. When you say PPI was really bad, what does that mean? PPI was very high, the producer price index. It was the highest year over year in all time. Like, it wasn't like, oh, the last 40 years. No, this is an all-time bad PPI number. Granted, we know the reason why, we have outstanding demand, obviously due to stimulus money and soft monetary policies, excuse me. And then, of course, you have supply chain issues. But regardless, it's still a very high number. CPI, I didn't even think that CPI was that bad. But PPI was that bad. That's the issue, that it was so far off from the expectation, higher than the expectation. That's what I mean. You think NVIDIA's bouncing? Let's see. I do think NVIDIA's going to bounce for sure. NVIDIA's had a great year so far this year. It's one of the best performers in the NASDAQ, let alone the S&P. And you could see a nice little bounce here right up 272. Really need to get above 290-ish. Once you start getting above 290, that 50-day, maybe you can start taking a look at the 300s for calls. But until then, man, today you got to take it really easy. We have the Fed today at 2:30. So right now, all I'm doing is really just waiting it out. Let's see what the market does. Again, just play very conservative. A lot of landmines this week. So again, the last thing you want to do is ruin your month, ruin your year on 5 bad moves, for example. QQQ or SPY? In what context are you asking? I'm not sure how you're asking. How do you mentally stay overnight in a trade knowing it's not of hand once post pre-market? The saying, God take the wheel? It's kind of like that. You just kind of have to let go in that sense. Do you sleep well? I look at the markets like overnight, maybe like twice a night, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. That's just mentally, I'm just used to that. But at the end of the day, we try to let go of things that we can't control. Microsoft was something that I couldn't control, that freebie, and it just was an L. And trust me, I took that very personally. I would take every trade that's a loss for our members very personally. Of course, you look up to us to make sure to guide you in the right path. We failed at this time, and it doesn't feel good. I hate losing at anything. I hate losing more than I love winning. So again, it puts you in a tough mood, but then you just get over it and you say, you know what? Like I said in that IG live video, I said, it's not going to matter in 5 years. Don't spend more than 5 minutes thinking about it. Things happen, things pass, and you'll get better at it. But having it overnight, best thing is to kind of distract yourself for the most part. Try not to beat yourself up, especially when it comes to market moving overnight. There's really nothing you can do unless you're planning to buy futures, but there's really nothing you can do, man. So I just don't beat yourself up on it. Okay, so that's all we got today. Thank you so much. Hector, Saibu, Chris, Brano, Carmen, ADN, Austin, and Saeed for your questions. Really do appreciate it as always. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to catch you later today at 5 p.m. for the aftermarket recap. We'll go over everything the FOMC said and Fed Chairman Powell had to say. We'll see the market reaction. We'll answer your questions as always. So I'll see you there at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. We'll see you then, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.